Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping through the My Read a Moment. This is my backup channel to the My Read a Minute. And I just wanted to come down here just to give you my second thoughts of the docuseries, the Diddy docuseries. I've done uh, my opinion piece on my primary channel, which is the My Read a Minute. Um, but I've been watching some other things and I'm starting to second guess some of the data, some of the information that they are seeing about Diddy. Now, the one thing that has come out is that the Biggie estate is kind of saying that that's not true, that the estate did not pay for Biggie's funeral and that Diddy paid for it. And why would the estate need to come out and say that? Miss Wallace is gone on to better, pastures, right? So they wouldn't have to say that because of her. Um, I don't know, maybe for tax purposes. I don't know. Maybe because of some of the other family members are still around, but they're saying that that's not true. And the only reason why I am second guessing it is because I did see an interview with Gene Deal that happened like 8 months ago, prior to this docuseries coming out, and he was talking about the Kirk Burroughs lawsuit. And I guess in the lawsuit, Kirk Burroughs basically said that Diddy essayed him and I guess coerced him to doing things that he really didn't want to do. I don't know, you're a grown man. I don't know about that. But anywho, um he was under the impression that they had a relationship, like they was doing stuff. And supposedly, that they had gotten caught at the workplace in uncompromising positions. So,
What I told you was, and you are a witness to this. I said back in the day, people used to think that Kirk Burroughs and Diddy was lovers, or they had some kind of relationship like that. Remember I told you that? And you was like,
I remember that. You told me that years ago.
yeah, and you said to me, yo, you gonna speak about it? I said, nah, I ain't gonna speak about it, bro. You understand? I'm gonna wait till he speak about it. So people who had known that, I always knew that because I used to follow Puff to Kirk House when we had the building and the red zone, and we used to take the money from those clubs and we had to drop it off at Kirk House. So we wasn't dropping. He would, he was staying there. If you spending the night at another house and you got a apartment with your girl somewhere else, okay. So when I seen in the lawsuit that he said that Kirk said that Puff was SAing him, sexually assaulting him, sodomizing him, doing all kind of things to him, I first thought like, but hold up, they was lovers or they was, but that's his boss. So maybe the boss cannot have sex with people. The CEO can't have people that work for them. And that's why it becomes illegal. I don't know, bro. It's the law. The law is funny. But when I seen the lawsuit and seen all the stuff that was happening and all the things that Kirk was saying, it was things that people that they were doing something. They were even saying that people were caught.
okay. SAing anybody, whether you're an employee or not, your boss or not, it's illegal. That's a violation of someone. So I don't know what he's talking about, but this is why I'm having second thoughts about different things that Burroughs had to share. Let's continue.
You understand? They were saying that people was even caught. So I mean, the people were saying that they were caught in the office doing that at one time. Let me get that straight. They were saying that people were around that worked for Bad Boy was saying that they were caught in the office in some uncompromising positions. So it wasn't nothing new, but there was a lot of things that he had said in that lawsuit, and that was crazy.
So what you think? I'm not, like I said, again, I'll say it one more time. I'm not discrediting the docuseries. I think for the most part, it hit the nail on the head on as far as Diddy's character. But you have to also consider the source of the people that are coming forth and saying anything, because Diddy has done them dirty. He sounds like a jilted lover that's trying to get his money back. I feel like he loved Diddy. He liked Diddy for whatever they had going on back in the day. This is my personal opinion. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know neither one. I don't know Diddy. I don't know Kirk Burroughs, but I'm just basing it on other things that are coming out. And he needs money, and he never recouped his 25% or his 25 million or whatever he's supposed to get back from Diddy. I want to say that Kirk Burroughs is now coming across to me like a jilted lover. Now, I'm not excluding everything from the docuseries. I believe that a lot of it was true. Clearly, the footage of Diddy trying to come up with a scheme that Todd made up. He should have called Todd to see how he could get out of this predicament and see how he could beat this case. All of those that footage, I feel like was true. Him, because it was Diddy actually doing the talking, so he was letting people know, or letting his lawyers know that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Anywho, so I'm not saying the entire docuseries needs to be thrown out, but I think that certain things, um, coming from Kurt Burroughs, I'm just side eyeing, because for whatever reason, Gene Deal had no reason to lie. He hasn't lied up until, he hasn't lied at all I can see. So I'm kind of believing him. And he basically said it was thought of that I guess it was rumored that Diddy and Kurt Burroughs had some type of relationship. And he said he used to take or drive Diddy to Kirk Burroughs' house when they used to have some type of, I don't know, the clubs or whatever. They would collect the money and they would drop the money at Kirk Burroughs, and he would wind up staying the night at Kirk Burroughs. And he had an apartment across town with his girl. Like, why are you staying here with him? So he said he questioned that. Plus, he said that, like I said before, people had seen them on the job in uncompromising positions. So him being SA, maybe he was SA, maybe he did, and not to say that even if he was in a consensual relationship with Diddy, still doesn't mean that he couldn't have gotten SA'd. But I'm starting to think about the validity of all of his statements. Because if the estate has come back and said that Biggie estate did not pay for the funeral and that Diddy paid for it, I'm just saying, like, what else did he say that was not true? And it's got me questioning, did Diddy go in there with a baseball bat to get him to sign over his his shares? I don't know if I believe that to that degree anymore. He might have strong armed him, but I don't believe he had a baseball bat. I just don't. Because he made it seem like because he had the baseball bat threatening for him to sign whatever, he also said in the same sense that it took, after a while of, his threats, he just went ahead and signed it over. But I feel like he cared about Diddy a little more than a coworker, a little more than a friend. If they were having intimate relations, it went a little deeper than that on his side. And Diddy used that to his advantage and got his company 100%. That's why he also stayed and continued to work for the company. Because of Diddy. He's talking about, oh, you stay because you see something that you've built, you want to see it to the end. No, you stay because you were in very much alike with Diddy. I don't know if he was in love with him, but very much alike. That's my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. Because, like I said, and that's just on that part. I haven't heard anything else that is making me side-eye some things, but other things are coming out. So I'm sure as more people watch, we'll hear more things. But I'm not discounting the entire documentary. I feel like it was still put together well. But you got to consider the sources that are telling their story. Now, you can't get around the Diddy footage. The Diddy footage is what it is, and that's what he was doing all the way up the 6 or 8 days that led up to him being locked up. Him trying to paint his image in a different color. Bike riding, being on, this health kick, meeting with the people in the street, taking pictures, However, I still haven't gotten over the comment about needing a bath after he's talked to his fans on the street. I need some hand sanitizer. I got to go and take a bath. That's like being around all them people is like 150 hugs. I got to get in some boiling water, get under the boiling water, put some peroxide in. I mean, he was just going crazy. This is from a man that collects other men's semen and plays in it and puts it on his nipples. I mean, he's playing in bodily fluids, yet he's saying he need hand sanitizer for the people on the street. I think the people on the street need the hand sanitizer. Okay? Let's be honest. Let's get real. You playing in bodily fluids from other men, but you need this hand sanitizer? Oh gosh, no. I won't be shaking his hand. If I ever see him, I won't be shaking his hand because I don't know where them hands been at and who they been on. Hello? Anyway, that's my 2 cents, y'all. I just want to come here real quick. Plus, I wanted to put some eyes on this channel. This is my backup channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. My main channel is the Myrita Minutes. This is the backup channel, the Myrita Moment. Everyone, be blessed. Peace.